guys, and welcome back. I'm Patrick and you're watching Fort Firearms. So today we do the part 2 on the Enfield No4 restoration, and I'll just give you a quick update what we have done. And as you see here, I have disassembled it and guide you to the reassembling. So first of all, we did get a magazine for the rifle, but as I go through the assembling and fitting stuff, I kind of discovered that's maybe more like a number 5 magazine, so I have to do kind of ton of fitting on the magazine, just a little, and most of it on the trigger guard, inside the trigger guard here, mostly on the front. I have to file a lot of material off here on the inside to get the magazine fit. It fits now really good, but prior to that I can't get it in more like this, so I have to do some filing. Also guys, what you mentioned maybe in the last part, we did found a sling for the number 4. That's also coming really handy, so that's really awesome. Also what I've done, because there is a lot of surface rust going on at the barrel on all of the metal surfaces, so I scrubbed it down with some WD-40 and some very fine steel wool, just a little, to get the surface rust and the gunk off the gun, to make it a little more nicer. The rest of the rust I probably will turn with some chemicals, with some cold blue, to turn the rust, the red rust, into a nice surface bluing. And most of the number 4s from Long Branch have this nice surface bluing, so it will fit in and gives it a little more antique look. I mean, you may notice the bluing, the new bluing, but you can turn it a little nicer to make it more appeal like an old bluing. So for now I'm going to do the reassembling, go through, and let's have a watch. So the first thing I started is the upper handguard, the lower handguard. You have to get this spacer that fits in here. It may fall out when it's a little too loose, you can see it in here. Set it aside. Take the main screw with the spacer, turn the rifle upside down. You can set it right here, hold up pretty good, and then slowly move the handguard. Oops, there they go, the spacer. You have to slide first in here at the back in a little angle, so slide in between the sear and the magazine release. Get it right down with an kind of moving in, rack in, like an AK style magazine, rack it in. So I have to pick up the spacer real quick, put in the spacer, and make sure that the hole aligns with the main fixing point to the receiver of the number 4. Put it in, make a little wiggle that it may set right in. Get the trigger guard and the main screw. Take the trigger guard from behind. You have to kind of slide it in, because the trigger has to be under the sear to engage fully. Give it a little tap and the wiggle up, and now you see it fits just smoothly in. Slide in the main screw, tighten it up just a little, because you have here the second screw for the trigger guard. That's the little screw right here. And also be patient and notice that this screw almost looks like the front protector screw at the front from the barrel. Just keep in mind they're almost a little different, the 2 screws. So slide it in, do a little hand screwing down just to make it start, and then you can twist it down a little further just to tighten it up That's good. Turn around, take a bigger, more fitting screw for the main screw. Tighten it down, not too fast, not too strong, just nicely done. So that's good. We can now insert the magazine. I prefer to do it front first and then kind of like the AK, rack it in. And normally the magazine should fall right off when you pull. It's almost went out with any grabbing, any hard pulling, so it slides in and cranks down. Also, when you fit these magazines, you have to watch the feeding lips, that they're just fitting right in, because when you look from the bottom up, there are just some milled out parts for the feeding lips here on the left and on the right, and also at the rear of the receiver. And so you know that when the magazine lips sitting just right, you have to watch it. So keep in mind, that's also important. And every magazine on every Enfield is just a little different. So keep that also in mind, guys. When you have maybe a bunch of Enfields, you can, when you're lucky, swap up magazines and rack it in there, and it may just fit fine. But most of them are really hand fitted to the rifle itself. So that's also one thing to mention for you guys. So I now put back in the bolt, pop up the rear sight, slide it just in, pull the trigger, slide it down the bolt head, slide it right in here, pull it back. You're now back in business and you can cock it. But I mostly prefer to uncock it during the process like this. So, almost done, guys. I set it down. I grab me this front sling swivel and the holding part. It's like you see spotterized, so I put it back for now. Hopefully I can show you guys. That's something a little hard to do because of the pressure you have to apply. Sliding it over to make it sit good. Grab the sling swivel and the screw. Insert first the screw just a little and then slide in the sling swivel. Slide it up and then try to put pressure on it. Hopefully I can get this to show you guys here. To make it maybe a little more easier, grab it that you can apply more force. Just right here, you can see that the screw almost bites. So now I can take the screwdriver and apply a little force to get the screw started. And you see it just started right. So that's nice. Tighten it down so that it fits very good. So now, guys, as you can see, this is reassembled the gun. It is just a little rough, but way nicer than before. The magazine fits now really nice. It works as perfect as I normally would like it to. So Ivan can be really happy with that for now. It's a nice spotterized Enfield. I hope he can do a part 3 for the whole stock and stuff that he may put on this rifle, but for now it shoots nice. It has a really nice bore. It has now a magazine, so it's good to go for a nice little hunting rig, I would say. And I would say that's for now. I'm Patrick and you're watching Forged Firearms.
Now that we got this new magazine in, let's see how it works. Hit! 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 Absolutely amazing. Thanks,
It's
Patrick.
so awesome, yeah. Five out of five. I left the number 4.